Welcome back, guys. It's good to see you again. I can't see you. It doesn't matter, right? All right, guys. In today's video, I am going to share with you some tips and tricks that are going to make it to where you have less bad hair days. Does that sound kind of cool? Stay tuned. It's coming right up. Have you guys ever wanted to learn how to get salon wearable hair at home and on a budget? Well, in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys just that. So I've found that one of the things, being in the industry 25 plus years, it's hard for a lot of my customers or just customers in general, they can never mimic exactly what the hairdresser does in the salon. Well, today I'm gonna show you from a hairdresser's perspective, things you can do to enhance more volume, more smoothness, just to get a really nice finish. Let's talk about the tools you need, okay? First off, you don't have to have exactly what I have. I'm just giving you some examples and some different things and what they do. So you've got your round brushes right here. You've got your aluminum with your nylon bristle. You've got your bore with your nylon, your dual bristle brushes. You've got just your bore, just like that. You've got your, I like to consider these. This is a paddle brush. This is kind of a Mason Pearson style brush. This is what we're gonna use to pre-dry the hair. And then this is what we're gonna use to give those mids and those ends that finish. Then you're gonna start to see, I actually have clips right down through here. You'll notice this would be considered a shark clip. I actually do a whole video on the clips you need and why you need them. I'm gonna go ahead and link that video right here if you wanna check that out, and I talk more about really why and what you need them for. We've got our single prong clip right through here. We've got a double prong clip right there, another single prong clip. You can really pretty much use anything, but I'm gonna show you how to get that volume and how to get volume to last. And that's where our clips come in. So, and then you'll notice I have a weave comb right through here, and that's really to kind of part off the sections, because when I start to work, you're gonna notice from the round of the head up, that's really gonna be like your golden area right through here. And so it doesn't mean that this is not important. This is just more important up through here. So let's go ahead and start the pre-dry, and let's start the B-roll now. Keep in mind, as I'm doing this, I want you guys to pay attention that I'm really trying to get the root dry. The root has to be dry. If you ever want to get any sort of smoothness and especially volume, the root has to have really good direction and be dry. If it's not dry, your volume's gonna fall flat. And so the hairdressers that are watching and or the consumers that are watching, this is so crucial, so important. Let's proceed. So we just finished the root direction. The thing I want you guys to keep in mind is that you're gonna notice is that this hair is really pretty smooth right through this area, and I didn't really touch a lot of this right through here. It just kind of went right through the comb, but you can see how it really doesn't have a nice finish on that. And it's still just a little bit damp. I mean, it's really subtle, but this hair is dry. Now I'm going to switch and we're gonna start working on the second half. So this essentially is gonna be your zone 1, this is gonna be the zone 2, or this is gonna be the second half. So let's go ahead and do that. So a little tip, when you're working with a round brush and you're working with a blow dryer, one of the things is that when you go to put it in a section, this is gonna be the top half, this is gonna be the bottom half. And so you wanna make sure that the air on the blow dryer goes on the top half, because if it comes on the bottom half, you're gonna get all of this hair that comes down and it's gonna create frizz. So one of the things you're gonna notice as I start to blow dry this here in just a minute is I'm going to be keeping the blow dryer on the top half of the round brush. And you're gonna see how I'm gonna do this all the way through. And this is what's going to give that really nice finish to the hair. Okay, so the most important thing after you kind of heat this up is you want to wrap this into itself. And so we're gonna wrap this really, really flat, and you're gonna make sure that these ends right here are tucked in, because you're going to grab it with your two little fingers. I'm gonna show you. You're gonna grab it with your two fingers right through here, and then you're gonna tuck that in, just like that. Once you tuck that in, you're gonna take your clip, and you're gonna put that right there on base. So now, you don't have to touch that. That can dry really cold, just like that. That right there is going to be our money piece. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna have amazing shine in there. You're gonna have amazing lift. Let's go ahead and do the rest. After working on zone 1, now we're working on zone 2, essentially would be the mids and the ends. Now, you saw how I started off round brushing and then basically trying to keep the flow of the air on the top portion of the round brush. Then I wrapped around my finger and then I just clipped with a duckbill clip. So one of the most important things that you need to get is some of these clips. I'm gonna go ahead and link some of my favorites in the description below. Go ahead and check those out. The other thing to keep in mind is that when I was working this section, so we've got this main section right through here, which kind of goes from temple to temple, and then I start to bricklay my sections as I move through the back. And you can kind of see as it works just like that around the back and so on and so on. So keep in mind that when you're doing this on yourself, it doesn't have to be perfect, just balanced. Not perfect, balanced. So don't try so hard to, again, get it like the exact sections. The cool thing is that you can use a weave comb to get your sections out, but a lot of times just use your finger. Keep it simple, right? So from here, the great thing about the clips is that this allows the hair to cool down. So you can have your, if you're going out for the evening, or if you're, going to work in the morning, or whatever you're doing, have your cup of coffee, or if it's in the evening, happy hour, have a drink, whatever. At the end of the day, this is a great place to be. You can do your makeup. If you're a natural beauty, like a lot of people out there, I'm not, it's okay, right? From here, the last thing you wanna do is we're gonna take out these clips. So let's start doing that. So I'm gonna start just kind of removing the clips just like so, just like that, taking it out, and the hair just kind of falls. We're gonna wait to take out that top one after we've kind of fingered through some of the rest of this style. And so you can see, which is just amazing, again, it's got shine. That's the one thing I really want you to pay attention to, is it's got a lot of sheen in those ends. And then those ends are finished off really, really, really well. So as I start to take this out, it's going to fall forward, which is all right. And then from here, I always like to put my fingers through there. One of the things to really keep in mind as you're starting to, when you're starting to do the root direction, is that if the root direction is done in a really good way, you can part it any which way from like left to right. You can really, the hair is so malleable to where you're not held victim to just one specific area. So keep that in mind. Root direction is super, super important. I mean, as that's starting to fall, it just looks so, so fabulous. That front piece, and again, I told you that, like that front piece is so important. You know, you can get a little bit of height with that, you know, as we start to push and play and really kind of push this from side to side. Guys, I really, really hope you guys got a few tips and tricks out of today's video. If you did, go ahead and like. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I truly would appreciate that. From the bottom of my heart, honestly guys, I just wanna make you so you guys have better hair. Or if you're a hairdresser, you're doing better hair. We just put mousse in here, and then I finish it off with a round brush, Mason Pearson style brush. If you learned something, share it with somebody. I really appreciate that. Share it with somebody, make it to where they have better hair. Nobody wants to have bad hair days. We gotta look out for each other, right? Yeah, you know what I mean, right here.